I'll tell you what, I keep saying it, listen to Mark Faber. Um, Obviously, I guess if everybody in the world listened to Mark Faber and paid attention to him, his predictions could not come true because everybody be moving in a direction. It would be lopsided. In other words, it's good that people don't pay attention to him that much. Um, Obviously, smart people do. Um, in Europe, right, all these individual countries that have been fighting each other for centuries and stuff like that, I always seen that the game plan is to force them to work together or they don't survive. But Mark Farber says some of the weaker countries will be exited. I don't think it's going to be Greece per se. I'm beginning to wonder about Portugal and Spain, and I don't think Italy though, because in a the order of the strength, it's Germany, France, and Italy's 3. Spain is number 4. So I don't think you know it'd be tough to even oust Spain, but it looks like something's coming up with Spain, and I don't think it's all over with this Greek default. They made it sound like there's nothing going on. The commodities are down today a lot because of you can see what they are. It's just like on Kiko's public display. It's a good display of what's going on with the metals complex, the Dow, the crude oil, the dollar index, etc. Mark Faber said that there was a slowdown in China occurring, that their numbers were basically BS. We saw these other numbers recently that said 7.5% growth. And actually, their target for not having a revolution in China is to be at least 8% growth, or else the regime is in danger of being overthrown. And obviously, there's always a gazillion different games going on in the world everywhere, right? But what I'm really trying to do is, I think that there's going to be one more pullback in commodities pretty hard. The metals complex, that's one reason I'm kind of mainly staying out. I'm still in a double leveraged oil because of the Middle East situation. Now, as far as what Ben Bernanke's going to say, I don't know. But I think the guy's going to say something positive that's going to make these markets go up. So I'm going to watch very carefully tomorrow morning, and I might go long on silver or gold or something, but I am not sure. I am not sure right now. And I don't know if I want to do it. I could just simply wait for a hard pullback. This is something else brand new, on top of the Greek crisis. This is why this Euro thing is not really over. It's more coming to a head now. After years of drama, things are actually coming to a head. After Spain missed its 2011 budget deficit by a significant amount, it said it would not meet the agreed deficit goal for this year earlier. Spain is Euro's 4th biggest economy. Italy's number 3, France is number 2, Germany's number 1. Greece actually has already defaulted, right? They already have defaulted. Spain and Portugal and Italy possibly will. I think Italy will. You know what they're going to do? It's going to trigger the payments of default insurance. And this is where I'm thinking, I don't know what's going to happen here, but something doesn't smell right. Something doesn't smell right. I don't know. We're going to come up with all this stuff. It's like disappearing. The money's disappearing. And, the solution to everything is severe austerity, which doesn't put any money in the pockets to run anything in the government or make payments on their debt. So, but the whole question is it actually coming to a real crisis now? I almost see a total fake out. And I know there's been these rumors about March 23rd, about I thought that was kind of classic that Greeks' Independence Day is March 25th on Sunday. But, here's a calendar, right? A public calendar. Today's the 12th, Monday, okay, on March 2012. So the 23rd, they're going to say there's going to be an official default. Now, that's a rumor. When something becomes a rumor all over the internet, I kind of say to myself, it's not that good. It's not that great, And it's it has I think there's something maybe after this date pretty soon. And what I'll go by is the dumb old technicals again on his gold chart, which is just a plain chart that's pulled up on a daily basis, public information, But this was the high here, right? It closed, I think it was 1921, around that area, and beginning of September, that was the high. And then there was a lower high, and basically this is a double top formation. But you know what I've been noticing? Every time it makes this high, it has a retracement. It does the double top, then it crashes. It's kind of like that, I don't know if you could technically say that or what, but I almost think this is going to go up a little bit when Bernanke talks. And if you're looking at the time frame, say from here, this is like the end of November to the actual bottom, which is about a month later. From where we are right now, that would put that about mid-April. So there could be something coming up. I'm not just going by this, but something is not smelling right with this whole deal with the euro now. And I know before it was almost like drama, but something to me is not smelling right, and I'm not exactly buying this March 23rd date. That could be a turning point. Basically, maybe on March 26th, on Monday, we might see something going on. I don't know, but as always, what happens to the markets? They seem to crash all at once, right? Wham, 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 right? It's just 3 weeks, or 3 days. In 3 days, it did this. That much of a drop. So things, somehow when I'm looking at this, just, you could say conspiracy left and right, or whatever the heck it is, they were naked short selling. This is what you get from all the silver gold people. I'm not going to disagree with that, but there's something else going on here. I'm telling you, the charts are kind of like the laws of nature, and there's this, to me, this slam down does not look good. This does not look good. I think we might be in for a little rise after this bounce, a little more rise. Bernanke's probably going to say something nice, but I think right around in this period, well, that is March 23rd right there. This would be March 23rd. Comparing how the cycles are going here, that would correlate pretty well. And from that point on, we might see the drop to, say, sometime around April 13th. Will be the bottom, possibly. And I want to get in there. So if I'm seeing a rise in commodities tomorrow and over this week after Ben Bernanke talks, where maybe some things spring up here, I'm selling off stocks. I'm probably going to keep the oil position because I don't know what's going to happen with Iran. I'm going to sell off some other commodities and stuff like that. I'm going to stay almost exclusively in cash if there's gains during this week. And I do not want to short the market. If I knew an event like this was actually, you could tell what was going to happen. Bernanke said something, the market reacted. I don't think it's going to react like this next time on tomorrow morning on March 13th. I don't think that's going to happen on Tuesday, March 13th. But I think I think this is what's going to do it. There's going to be more problems with maybe the payout of default insurance payments. I don't know. There's something is not smelling right about this. And I can't exactly go by this internet rumor either. But, it's been talked about for a gazillion years that the euro crisis is this and that. The euro's not going to go away, but, I got to go by some things that Mark Faber said. The euro's not going. He says it's not going away. Some countries will exit, and they're going to have problems. That's probably the deal right there. That's probably the deal right there. So when this happens, and it looks like it's coming up fairly soon, I think gold is going to get hammered. So, get out of the. Well, that's my decision. That's my decision. I don't know. I don't have a crystal ball, obviously. if I have this right, I'm probably going to be overconfident in the future and screw up. So hopefully I'm not gonna. I'm just not gonna be overconfident in the future. But this does look like, not only technically, but what's going on in Europe right now, the timing. Um, you know, actually, we had all these slam downs here back in November. This was all due to the euro right here. You know, bounces. Good news for the euro. Bad news for the euro. Out of the risk assets, and they consider gold a risk asset. Crazy, but that's what they do. You know, and the next thing was the euro. Again, some more little problems, but you know, things were looking a little bit better. People were expecting QE, so you're seeing this rise. No QE. No QE. He's going to say something nice right here. Right here. That's what I'm expecting. A little bit of bounce. And something's going to start happening with this euro. Wham. That's what I'm thinking. So, I'm staying the heck out of it. And if I see a bounce, I'm going to start getting out of a lot of other positions too.